Hey everyone, welcome back to the shop. We have some exciting new parts to bolt on, and I have a short video of when they first arrived, so here it is. Look what just arrived. I'm so excited. Today I had emailed the guy who's building it. I was like, where are my shocks? And then they show up. So now I gotta go back and I have to say, sorry dude, like, yeah, they arrived today, it's all good, it's all good. Look, just feast your eyes upon these. And they're mounted this way, which you would think is upside down, but oh no, it's not upside down. This is right side up and perfect. Oh, look at this remote reservoir. Baby. Okay, now that that's over, more about these shocks. So, like I said, I got these from Sam Strano Parts, and they are valved to his specifications. Guy knows what he's talking about. He just won his 9th national championship. Very proud of him, very excited for him. And his cars that he's done the suspension work on have many more championships. Like it's a long list. Anyway, so I trust his valving for my Camaro. They have remote reservoirs, and Penske sells a bracket, an aluminum bracket for these reservoirs. They're $80 each, so each corner or each one, $80. And it's just a clamp with a threaded hole in it, so you have to make up your own bracket to bolt that to, or drill a hole in your car to put a bolt through. What I did was I went to Speedway Motors and got these. These are made by Ware's Machine. I will put a link in the description for these, but they come in different sizes for different size tubes. So your reservoir bolts in there, and then this bracket, this part here, bolts onto a tube, and it comes in sizes from 1 inch to 2 inch and everything in between. I got a 1 3/4 for the front, and I got a 1 1/4 for the rear, and they swivel, so you can swivel your remote reservoirs in any direction. Anyways, very excited to get these on here, because this is the final thing before I can, like, you know, really properly take the car out and drive it a little bit. So if I get these in and the other parts that arrived, which I'll get to those, then I think I'm going to take it to the next local autocross just to give the car a little bit of a shakedown. So let's get to installing these and yeah, make it happen.
Straight into the accident. Yeah, the race stopped, of course. Nick Osala, you saw walk away, and he had a gigantic crash yesterday. Well, it's going to take an enormous time to clear all this lot.
But there's something red on the back of his overalls. I don't know what that might be. I don't think it's blood, but there's something very much red on there.
In case you're wondering, I'm watching the 1998 Belgian Grand Prix on the flat screen.
In the pit still. Is it a Williams? It's after the famous Fangio incident at Monaco, when Fangio saw the people looking the wrong way and used all their field.
Okay, the part I did not show you yet are these Speedtech Extreme inner fender wells, and or fender liners, or whatever you want to call them. Like, these are fiberglass, and it's very wide. It's like 19 or 20 inches wide. And I ordered them, and Speedtech contacted me and said, what subframe are you using? And I said, I'm using Speedway Motors subframe. And they said, no, we can't send you these. And I said, please send me these. And they came back like, nope, we can't guarantee that they're going to fit with any other subframe but ours. And so we're not going to send them to you. And I said, here's a picture of the Pink Panther and all of the carbon fiber and fiberglass work and fabrication that I've done on it. So I'm pretty sure I'm capable of modifying your inner fenders to fit my car. And they came back and was like, oh, no, I don't think so. And I said, well, please send them to me, because I am fully prepared to modify them. And, well, here we are with the first one in. And The only modification I had to do was a slight notch of that down there for this hose, for the remote reservoir. And I had to slice off this front part. You see how this front part goes on a, you know, a stock Camaro, it goes up there. But I have all kinds of stuff up there. Like, this is the part I cut off on the driver's side. And this is, of course, you know, where my oil cooler and everything is. So there was no room for that there anyways. And on the passenger side, that's where my oil tank goes for my dry sump system. So that's going to get a whoop, snip, cut, grind, whatever. That's coming off and it's going to make it in there. So I'm really happy with how easily that fit, because that's pretty amazing. That looks pretty good in there. Quite happy with that. So yeah, I got this part open here, but who cares? I mean, I'm not going off-roading with the car. So anyways, yeah, it fits up good in there. So I just got to make sure that it's going to be fastened in there good and not go anywhere. I have some bolts across the top here. It bolts right up to this flange, factory flange there. So I'll make sure it's secure in a few other places. But that's that side. And now you can see the remote reservoir. I needed to have this inner fender in here because I wasn't sure where I was going to put this reservoir, and it looks like it's going to fit really good there. Easy accessibility to the adjustments, and yeah, so pretty happy with that. It's got some kind of white overspray on it, so I'm gonna have to pull it back out and paint it so it looks pretty. But anyways, now I gotta work on the passenger side, which is gonna be exactly like the driver's side, so I don't need to show you all that. But anyways, that is the front shocks. And we'll move on to the back shocks once I've finished up the other side. Well, the rear shocks are on. I did not videotape any of it because I had some frustrations. And when I get frustrated like that, I start swearing a lot. So I didn't want to subject any of you to my potty mouth. So yeah, there they are. And man, things did not go smoothly. These bolts that Speedway Motors sent, they have a locking nut. It's not a nylock nut. The end of the nut is sort of pinched, and it makes it really hard to tighten up. Like, obviously it's never coming loose, but the nut, the one up there, so you can see it up there. Come on, focus, focus, focus. Okay, well, anyways, that one up there, I could only get up there with a wrench and not an impact, and so it was like, you know, one of those one click at a time deals, and it just took forever. That was unpleasant, quite unpleasant. Anyways, both sides are on. Oh yeah, still the underside of the car looks really good. Now, I don't know if I showed you my new Flowmaster mufflers, which came powder coated black, which I was not thrilled about because they didn't match any of the rest of the stainless, the raw stainless, but there they are. I had to rub off all the powder coating. My reservoirs are here. There's the knob for adjusting them. It's not exactly how I thought it was going to work out. I thought I was going to attach them to this bar right there this way, like, you know, horizontally. But when I mounted them that way, then it looked like the diff was going to hit them at full travel. So I put them in this way. That's that. All right, let's go look at. And then, oh, these inner fender liners from Speedtech. Yes, they're great. They're awesome. Look at them. They fit in there really nicely. Super wide and all that stuff. But, oh man, getting them in. It would have been easier taking the whole front end of the car off maybe to get them in there. But they are in. They're really solid. I'm happy with their fitment. But despite me putting, well, I can't really see it. I put many layers of painter's tape on my control arms, and the sharp edges of the fiberglass inner fenders just kept wanting to scratch through all the tape and get right to scratching my control arms, which was really bothersome to me. And then my power steering reservoir used to situated right here. It had to move, so I moved it there, and that, of course, kinked the line. The return line, it kinked it. So I had to run to the parts shop, and I had to pick up a couple of 45-degree ends because the 90s weren't cutting it, but I put it there, and yeah, I think that's going to work out just fine. Yeah, so I corner weighted it. I'm just over 3,000 pounds with me in it now. Because, you know, since I last weighed the car, I did add, you know, seats and stuff. So I was at my local Princess Auto. That's the equivalent of Harbor Freight for my American friends. And they had this premium toolbox liner. So what this is, it's, let's pull this out of the package here. It's this rubber, it's pretty thin. We've been using this at the restoration shop for all kinds of things, like putting a thin strip of rubber between two metal panels that bolt together. It's great for that. It keeps from squeaking and rusting and all that kind of stuff. But I got a roll of this, and look what I did with it. I put it in there. It's so easy, and it weighs nothing. I just rivet it in, and it covers up that, you know, that gap there. And I also put it right there because right behind here is that big oil tank, and you know, surely rocks are eventually gonna, you know, damage that beautiful tank. So I put the rubber there too. So that worked out really good. So I'm gonna do that on the other side too. I really like the way that looks. So I think I may have to now take it for a scooch around the block. So we'll see what happens with that.